For some reason, a lot of people get kind of flustered near the end of this section, and they kind of forget rules that they know really well. This question is really, it's obviously testing punctuation, but it's really just testing the general comma rules that you use all the time, probably correctly. So one of the things on the SAT that they like to do to mess with you a little bit is they'll give you sentences or choices where you need to think about commas, but they don't actually matter, right? So the choices start introducing commas that are irrelevant to the situation, but because you start seeing commas everywhere, you get kind of nervous and you're like, oh, maybe I need one. You kind of just throw a comma somewhere and hope it's the right thing. This answer doesn't need any commas. C is the answer here. Now, why would we put them? Well, there's two things that they're trying to trick us on. One is they're trying to put commas before words like for, in, and it's not obvious, but the word on would be here for choice D. So those are prepositions, and they don't usually get commas. Of course, there's, an exception here or there, but a prepositional phrase is an extra clause. We have to think of it as an extra clause for another grammar rule, verb agreement, but it doesn't get a comma, unlike most other extra clauses. So there's no reason for them here. The other thing they're trying to mess you up on here is the word or, right? Because there are circumstances when we have a list where or does get a comma, a list of 3 or more things. But this is not a list of 3 or more, it's really 2, right? Better combustion rate models may even lead to the production of more fuel-efficient engines and improved techniques for fighting fires in space or at future outposts on the moon and Mars, right? So we're fighting fires in 2 places, space and future outposts. So no need for a comma because here or is just connecting 2 things. We also use or as a conjunction sometimes to connect 2 sentences, and in that case we need a comma. So there are reasons you might be tempted to pick some of these choices. But if you listen to it, remember a comma is a break. It's a shift in the sentence and the structure of the sentence. But there's no shift here. This is just kind of like one continuous idea. Better combustion rate models may even lead to the production of more fuel-efficient engines and improved techniques for fighting fires in space or at future outposts on the moon and Mars. I take a little breath, but it's not it. It's not a pause. It's not a shift. It's not enough for a comma. So hopefully that made sense to you. This is a case where probably, yes, trusting your instincts is going to help you with the commas. Your instinct probably would have normally been to not use any, but once you see those choices, you start to question your instincts, and here is the rare case where I do think a grammar question, your instincts are going to lead you in the right place, and you probably would have gotten C just going with your gut here.